Hey there guys, so I just got the FL Studio MIDI controller. This is the FL Keys 49 and I definitely think it's the best MIDI device you can get for FL Studio because of how compatible it is. So I'm going to be using this to cook up a beat and then we'll see how it works, okay? So I bought this for my own money. It's not a sponsored video. This is just my own review of it, okay? So I'm going to add a VST. Let's say, augmented mallets. All right, so I'm going to set a pattern and then choose a tempo. Type in value, let's go to 101. Doesn't matter the number. Then instead of pressing play with my mouse, I can simply press the play button on the keyboard and the stop button on the keyboard. It works. I can also hit record. You can see it's armed automatically and I can press it again to disarm it. So that's how great this MIDI device is. So let's flex some sounds and see. The key quality, obviously there's no way for me to explain the quality of the keys for you, but for a MIDI controller, especially for the price point, it's really good. So it's not weighted, but it does have a good response. So I'm going to open this controller and then let's see what we can play. Then we can hit stop. Then I can simply open the piano roll and press quantize, and you can see that already quantized. I can almost do without my mouse in here. So if I press play just to hear it sounds. Nice. Now I can turn off my metronome from here. So I want this to be moved. Now you can even create chords with the pads, but I'm not going to go into that now. I'm just going to focus more on the keys and cooking up with it, okay? This keyboard can do a lot of things in FL Studio. It really integrates with FL Studio. So I'm going to come right here. Let's add another sound for another melody. Let's use grand piano. So let's play a layer and then assign sounds. I'm not really feeling that last part. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't feel the 9, so let's try a 7th and see. So let's hit quantize. You can see everything quantizes again. All right, so let's add another melody. I'm going to use ample guitar just so we can flex a guitar and hear how it sounds. Then quantize and then we listen. So I like that. Let's adjust that and simply copy that, paste it here. So let's add another sound again. I'm going to use Sky Keys. Let's record that. Then again, quantize as usual. Let's see if we can add some extra notes. So I'm going to hit record and then so we hit quantize. Let's add a bass line. So I'm going to use Triton. I'm going to come to bass. I already have some of my favorites in here, so you can just copy them, the ones that are on the golden star. So let's see what we can create. Yeah, then let's open it up and quantize. The reason I'm having to quantize that it's a little bit of delay between the MIDI and my processor and all of that. So typically you want to quantize. hear it sounds on a higher octave. Nice. So close that, and then let's add some drums. Okay, so let's see what we can do with drums. I'm going to come to my premium kit, one shot. Let's use that. Let's see how it sounds. Again, quantize. Now, the beauty of playing your drums with MIDI instead of clicking it in manually is going to make it sound more human rather than just sounding straight. You can hear the groove of the rim shot. So you can hear how it sounds. It makes it feel more human. You can obviously still tweak it how you want, but I like that bounce. So let's come to our kick. I'm going to use the typical 4-step kick, so increase the volume. I think I need something more punchy. Let's do this. Let's add some percussions. Let's record that groove. You can simply again quantize that. Then let's hear how it sounds. I like the first part. I'm going to just simply duplicate that. Let's have this. If some of your sounds are not letting you play on different notes, just simply change it to stretch. You see that? But now the issue with this is that if you notice it sounds off key, so we can fix this to be on key. We're going to come right here, we're going to right click it and then come to edit in audio editor, then come right here. We'll come to regions, then we'll come to detect pitch region. So you can see it's on F sharp. So we're going to move from F sharp to C. You can currently produce on C. So F sharp, this is F, this is F sharp. So how many steps to go to C? 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. So we're going to bring it down 600 cents, -600. So let's record that. All right, let's see how it sounds. Again, quantize. That sounds much better, so I'm going to use that. Duplicate. Let's see what will happen if we add some winds, some flute sounds. All right, so let's record that. So you can hear how human the beat is sounding, right? It's not sounding too perfect. It's just sounding really good. And that's pretty much it using this to make a beat. Like I said, there's so much more you can do. You can control the mixer with it. If I open the mixer, you can definitely control the mixer with it. So if I switch it to mixer mode, if I select this, you can see it's on and off, and that controls insert 2, insert 3, insert 4. And if I want the slider, see that I can go in sections. You can see that it's controlling the fader when I move it. When I come to the next one, you can see that it controls it as well. See that it controls that as well. So this gives you a lot of flexibility for your sound. And again, for panning, you can definitely control that as well. You see that your volume is moving. So yeah, it's a really cool device and I recommend you get it. The keys are really good. The build quality is nice, especially for the price. I don't think you can get a better MIDI device for FL Studio, especially if you use FL Studio as your primary DAW for making beats. I don't think you can get a better deal than these keys right here. So if you find this helpful, like and follow for more.